Hi guys.
Hello, how are you doing?
This is Transformation Thursday. And we're supposed to talk, I don't know if you're familiar, and you probably are, and we have a group of people underneath that you can double check on and check out their channels, and you might like something they've got to say. I'm sure you will, because they're all really great ladies. And we're to talk about a little bit about weight loss, but more about how God has affected our life in the last week.
And you know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint anything because I think that every day He transforms me. And so it's kind of hard to come down and nail it down to just like one specific thing. But as far as the weight loss, I did lose. That's right, I did lose on Monday. I got into the 50s, so I was 259.5, although I ate so much on Memorial Day that I was up to 261.5 back on Tuesday. So, but I'm back down to 261.5 now, so I lost a pound or whatever. 260.5, something like that. But you know, and I just think that God speaks to you in so many different ways. And when I go for my walk, I was just the other day I was walking, and it wasn't that I was tired. I just stopped because a bunny ran in front of me. And we don't live like in a wooded area, or you know, but we have a little bit of woods by us. But we don't live by any means in the country. But I was just so fascinated. I just stopped and watched the beauty of the rabbit, just like walking around, eating somebody's flowers.
Exactly.
But
they're menaces, actually.
But
they're cute as ever, but they're menaces.
And then, you know, when we first moved in, we didn't have that many squirrels, and I always wished we had squirrels. And so God must have heard my prayers, because now we have squirrels. Mm-hmm. Denise said we always had them, but they never made it over to my street. They always stayed on hers.
I've always seen them, because I'm closer to the woods than her. But
yeah, I'm closer to the creek.
But no, and I just think they look like they're always happy, but they're probably starving to death looking for food. But they always look like,
yeah.
They always look like they're enjoying their life.
Or if they say she eats like a bird, you don't want to be told you eat like a bird. A bird eats all day long. Oh, that was another thing, that the beauty of nature that I can think of is we have a gas fireplace. Is that it? Or electric, whatever. You just flip a switch. Is that gas? Okay, a gas fireplace. And on the outside is the vent, and it's got like a little lid on it. And so this bird had built a nest and inside the vent, so it kind of blocks.
But the vent has to open. The top has to open.
You can't keep it closed because the way it's designed, it always pops open. And it's right by my pool, and I'm getting so much bird poop all over my pool. So we went and bought an owl. Not a real one. And we put it on the thing, and it swings around, and it looks very menacing, and it does look like a real owl. And so Jim hung the owl, and we cleaned up all the bird poop, and he cleaned out all the nest, because there was the bird had just built the nest. There was no eggs or anything. If there was eggs in there, he would have left it. But it was just built the nest. And this was on Memorial Day, wasn't it?
Well, we were there on Memorial Day. Yeah, so it wasn't.
That's when we saw, yeah. And so he pulled it all out. No, it was on Sunday, because you were over on Sunday. But he pulled all of the bird thing out at 4 o'clock. And it was like 6 o'clock. And we were sitting on the deck, and everybody was in the pool. And did not that bird come back? And just in the 2 hours that we sat outside, he'd built a whole new nest.
It was funny because he kept looking over there and just looking at us.
And then he'd sit in his nest and look at us. We know he was giving us the evil eye.
I was like, how do you think you're moving me out?
Yes. And then the next day I told Jim, I said, because there were so many birds back there, I said, you know what, I think he's having a housewarming. Because there were a lot of birds.
And it didn't matter, we were 3 feet away from it.
Yeah, we were very close, but you know, and it flew right by us.
Didn't care.
I was just the beauty of nature around you to see. And then what was funny too is because like when he was afraid to go in there because the kids were making so much noise in the pool, he would store it in the gutter.
Yeah, above it, right
above it. So he'd fly up on the roof and put all the stuff in the gutter. And then when the kids were on the other end of the pool, he'd go into the gutter, get it, and then fly into his nest. So it was just fascinating to watch.
We were laughing. He was like mocking Jim.
He was mocking Jim.
You think I'm moving.
So Jim just, you know what? He left the nest. So it's still there. So I think that, I don't know if they still lay eggs this time of year.
I think they do all the time.
I don't know if they lay them all year round. I don't know that much about birds, but. So, and then like my flowers, just the beauty of looking at my flowers. There's just so much of God's beauty all around, and if you just, when you're walking, take a moment, or even if you're driving, keep an eye on the road, obviously, but just kind of just notice that God gives you so much. You just take it for granted. At least I do. My health. There was a time when Denise and I wouldn't have never thought of even walking to each other's house, and we're only 3 houses apart.
Yes.
Because it was so painful.
Pre-knee surgery. Yes.
Yeah, it was so painful.
Walking across the room hurts, so I can't even imagine now I'm walking over 5 miles a day, so yes.
Yeah, it's just, just, you know, whatever. That's another.
That's a different.
That's a different channel. Oh, and I should tell you that I look this bad because I didn't take a shower yet.
In case you didn't see the other video.
If you didn't see the other video, because I didn't think that Denise was gonna. I
told
haven't
her.
shown them. That's what I thought when she walked in the door. I thought, I'm not ready for you.
But I told you I was going to have to drop Kylie.
When did you tell me that?
Every time. Every time.
But that doesn't mean anything.
No,
because
and today I
sometimes
did
last
too.
week we didn't film till almost 8 o'clock.
I know, but that's because it's very busy.
She's
I'm not as busy today.
She's busy.
Not so busy today, so I can come over here and do it.
Well, I should put it in my planner then. So, what time next week? I'll write it in my planner right
I
now.
had 12:45.
12:45.
She's being funny.
12:45.
She thinks planner people are crazy.
Video planning.
Anyway.
There, it's in my book.
Okay.
There it is, Gina. It's
That's
in my
her
book.
planner. And I think for myself, oh, hold on. Gotta see something. Oh, she's just now seeing the picture. She had sent us a picture of Sebastian. It's like a professional picture. He looks like a little professional baseball player. I don't know if you can see it. Sandy had sent it to us a while ago. It's like...
I said that way this morning.
I know, and she just got it now. Christy, sweet, he looks so professional. Oh, that's me. Oh, cute. She just wrote cute. One word. Anyway.
Yes.
I'm talking about my week now. I did have a loss. I lost 1.6, which I was really hoping. I was thinking, and I told Sandy yesterday, well, I've gained this week again because I can't walk and I can't do the water aerobics, and so therefore that equates to me that I'm going to gain. But I did do well with my food, even though I haven't been doing my I'm going to talk about that on the other video. Vlogging. But I have been doing good with my food choices and knowing that I can't walk and can't do that. So I did lose 1.6. So now I still haven't lost what I had gained last week, but I think I have...
Would you gain 2.1 last week?
0.6 more to go. I think I have...
You got it.
Yeah. I'm not worried. I wasn't going to let that deter... I mean, I did wallow for a minute, and then I prayed, and then I unwallowed. So anyway, and I think that just this week, you know, Kylie's having some struggles, and as she does during different periods of time, and she can be very flustering, to say the least. And when I get so, my blood pressure goes so high, and I get so upset, and it is embarrassing. And I'm not going to talk more about it than that, but when you're out in public and she's doing that, it's very embarrassing to, you know, people look at me like I'm a bad mom, that I'm letting this brat do these things, so they don't understand her story. And it's very difficult for me to do that. And so the last couple of days have been bad. And I just keep praying, because I think I prayed to have children, and this is the children that God gave me, and I have to be able to learn to deal with it a lot better than sometimes I do. And I'll call her and I'll cry and tell her what I'm thinking. But I've never decided that I don't, you know, I wish I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? That never comes into play. It comes very close at points, I'll be honest to tell you, because when she's in that, it's very difficult to handle and deal with, and to know this is my life for future. I have a lot of prayer that goes along with that in order to be able to deal with it. So, and I think if it wasn't for prayer, I truly probably, and I'm in all honesty, would have returned her, because I don't know that I had the strength to begin with when these issues started arising, and only through, I think, prayer and God that He has given me the strength that I needed.
God will never give you more than you can handle.
That's what people tell me, and sometimes I think it's really close.
Well, He knows your breaking point.
I think, well, I've come very close, if not, I feel like it. So, and then I come back from it, and then, you know, she's the most loving little girl that I'll ever want. You know, she couldn't be more loving when she's not in that. And
it's not her fault.
It's not her fault, and I think about those things, and like
but at the moment, it's
at the moment it's very difficult. But like I said, had it not been for prayer and God, I know that people do. You know, we've adopted her. I don't know if you know that. And both Josh and her, and people have returned children, which I think is crazy, but it's done. Well, I think that's better than abusing them, you know, and better than being an awful parent because you know you can't deal with the issue. So it is better to give that child to another person who has a better chance at it. So, but I'm glad that never happened. I couldn't imagine my life without children. So, anywho, that's what my week has been tough, but I've gotten through it. And I haven't let it affect me weight-wise, because that's normally what I would eat my feelings, as they say.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing good with it, and I've been just steering the course, and it'll get better. It always goes through fluctuations, and this is just a bad time. So it'll get better. And
It's so close to the end of the school year, too.
Yeah, that doesn't help, but it really, with the issues that she's had, haven't really related to school. So that's just frustration. You know, it's hard for her to deal with things.
Going through puberty doesn't help.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard enough when you're, not having any issues.
She's 12 and a half, and the doctors did tell me that this is, really going to be a very rough time. So it's like, all right.
Just think of when you were 12 and a half.
Oh, I know, and I didn't have the issues she has, so
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. My mother having 6 of us.
Can you remember that far back?
Yes, she's making fun of me. Just so you know. That was a making fun of me moment. And a nice Transformation Thursday video.
Oh, since we're making fun of you. The reason she doesn't vlog anymore is because she doesn't want to iron that.
And I haven't yet, you're right. But that's not why, because I'll just put it on the kitchen counter. I got no problem with that. I'll film it over there. I don't care.
That's why they invented the dryer.
Yeah, I could put it in there, but no, I gotta get the iron out. I do. I will. I shall. But anyway, that was our week, and
it was a good week for.
Again, we liked last week when you gave us some prayer requests.
Yes, you were in my prayers every night,
and I did include you. Trust me when I say that. And I think prayers are strong and helpful. And so, if you have any more, write them down there, because we don't have to tell us your issue. Just tell us who we're praying for, and then we'll do it. So.
I'm praying extra hard for Julie Hasselberg because Daniel's going through some issues now, health-wise, and. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but just know that Daniel's in my prayers every day, Julie. So.
And everybody out there.
Oh, everybody! I pray for everybody. That.
Well, no, they can pray for him too.
Oh yeah, pray for Daniel, because he can use your prayers.
Yep. Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Like this video.
Comment.
Subscribe.
And share.
And check out the people below.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.